What's up, Green Design? I'm Hector.
I'm Michelle. I hope you all had an amazing week. This week's weather has been all over the place, but today's weather is actually pretty nice.
Uh,
Could,
well, marking today, last year we were unfortunately taken out of school, but later on in this live we have some really good news that will be announced by our principal, Dr. Lupakis. But to start off this week's live, we want to congratulate all the seniors receiving their acceptance letters. Remember to always strive for greatness. Keep a lookout because UC are still sending out letters to you guys, and you never know, you might be next. Always check your email for junk and for any updates. Remember, if you would like a special shout out on live, contact Mr. Ramos or Ms. Camarillo on Stoli.
Also, reminder that if you need anything from campus like transcripts, hotspots, or to exchange a computer, you must make an appointment on our school website or whole school group. This applies to parents as well. The school will be open from Monday to Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Remember, on-campus staff is limited. If you would like to get any virtual tech support, Mr. Ramos will be available during office hours.
Can you guys believe that on March 17th, it will be the 125th day of school? Remember, attendance is very important. Wear green and turn on your camera during your Zoom class time that day, since it will be also be St. Patrick's Day. I'm sorry. Your teachers will provide your name and you'll be eligible to enter the raffle giveaway for a chance to win a $25 gift card to a store of your choice. If you have any questions about your attendance, please contact Ms. Medrano. Here are some other upcoming dates. In March, daylight savings begins Sunday, March 14th. We lose an extra hour of sleep, which sucks. So remember to sleep early. Friday, March 26th, we also have no school in honor of Cesar Chavez Day. And from March 29th to April 2nd, we have spring break finally. School will resume on Monday, April 5th.
Guys, now moving on. Credit recovery and tutoring are still being offered to us. Take advantage of these resources and get help now. Don't wait till last minute like many of us do. Let's change those bad habits. And if you need help talk to your teachers, and email your teachers. Tutoring and credit recovery take place every Monday through Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. Saturday school takes place as well from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The links are always sent out by Ms. Camarillo every day, so log on.
Now for our club announcements. The East Asia Origin Club meets every Tuesday during lunch. If you're interested in learning about the East Asian culture and history, feel free to contact Ms. Kwong for more information. Also, Intersectional Environmentalism Club meets every Tuesday and Thursdays at 2:30 p.m. If you are interested in sustainability, climate change, feminism, social justice, activism, and gardening, contact Ms. Reina for more information. Finally, the Outdoors Club meets every Friday at 3 p.m. Contact Mr. Velasquez for more information.
We would also like to wish this week's celebrants a happy birthday and may your wishes become reality. In addition, there is a GSC/SSC meeting this Wednesday, March 17 at 2:45 p.m. For more information, contact Ms. Smith, and there will also be an ELAC meeting tomorrow at 8:45. For more information, contact Dr. Cosmetic.
We would also like to remind the seniors that if you are interested in having your senior qual or baby picture on the yearbook, make sure to message us on Instagram at class of 2021 GD or contact Ms. Lahisha or Reina through any social media or their number to be a part of this yearbook. You have until March 12th to submit any photos or senior quotes. We will also be taking any group photos or photos in general that you guys would like to submit.
Yes, as Hector said, today is the last day you can submit anything. So please, seniors, if you want to be part of the yearbook, please submit it today. But now we're continuing our rounds of interviews, and we have one of our newest staff, Ms. Roca, formerly Ms. Hernandez. Hello, Ms. Roca.
Hello, how are you?
Good, and you? Thank you for being here today. Tell us about yourself.
So I'm Miss Roca. I did just change my name like mid-year, so you guys have heard of me as Miss Hernandez, but I am new to this school. This is my first year teaching, I guess. And I don't know. What about me? Do you want to know?
I know math is very challenging for students, especially Algebra 1. How do you meet these challenges?
Um, well, I think math in general is looked as like a touchy subject. Like people don't think they're good at math. Um, so I think the first step to addressing that is basically just changing mindsets. Um, because if you think that you can't do something, then you're not going to be able to do it. So you have to practice. You have to set your mind to wanting to learn it, but as well as actually putting in the time and the work, because we can all do it if we actually try. And that's what I tell my students, like you're not born knowing how to skateboard or how to like play these video games. You practice and then you get good, which is the same with like any subject, right?
Thank you. How has virtual teaching been like for you?
It's been tough. I think for everyone, just getting to know the students and connecting, because we can ask someone like, "Hey, how are you doing?" But then when they answer, they can say, "Oh, I'm doing okay," and you don't really know because they're on the other side of the screen. You can't even see them, so it's tough to kind of know that they're being honest and that there's nothing else going on. So that's one of my challenges, but I guess it's been okay to like roll out of bed and into work like in the same house. So,
Thank you again for being here with us. Do you have any last words for the Green Design family?
um, I think sleep. My kids need to sleep more. I don't know about the rest of the 10th through 12th graders, but sleep on time and meditate, like listen to your body. I saw this interview. I just want to talk about this really quick interview with Kobe Bryant, and he talked about how we're like constantly on the move, and we like go on social media and we look at all these things and see who went where, who did what, but we don't stop and give ourselves some time to tell for our bodies and minds to tell us how it feels. So if you like spend 5 minutes to just listen to yourself, that can help you kind of get through it.
Thank you, Ms. Roca. And now we have Dr. Lupeques with some very important announcements concerning the reopening of our school. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat. Remember, be respectful in the chat. Now, Dr. Lupeques.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Hector. Yeah, you guys are hearing a lot of words about what's going to happen in the next few weeks. The district has made the commitment that we will reopen school for elementary and pre-K in the middle of April and for high school at the end of April. Date not necessarily set, but the last week of April starts April 26th. Let me tell you what it will be like and what it won't be like. It will be unlike what you have come accustomed to when you're in regular session. What's going to happen is that you would be in school in front of your advisory teacher for the entire day. That doesn't mean your advisory teacher is really ever talking to you directly. You will still be on your computer. You will have a set of headsets with a microphone, and you will be diving into your classes, your periods 1, 3, and 5 on Tuesday, Thursday, and alternate Mondays, and your periods 2, 4, and 6 on Wednesday and Friday and alternate Mondays. The only time you would actually be really dealing with your advisory teacher would be when you cohort out during lunch, which is the time you leave the class as that small group, and when you are dismissed to the end of the day, or also when you come back from lunch. The teacher is not responsible for you at lunch. They have their own lunch break. That would be your counselors and your admins and your out of class position. What will you gain by coming back to school? You'll have a little bit of socialization, but only with those people that are in your advisory class. There is no cross-contamination of classrooms. You do not get to go next door. You do not get to go to the bathroom on your own. During lunch, you're not free to go wherever you want to go. You move as a group, you eat as a group, you finish as a group, you go back to class as a group. You would be able to, by appointment, see a live person, maybe talk to a counselor, maybe talk to the Miss Camarillo or Dr. Podzovic as necessary, or Miss Madrano or Miss Diop as necessary. But you're basically going to be in the room. How does it work? Who comes back? Who stays home? We are putting a survey out, and it will be sent to your emails during this time I'm speaking right now. We are sending it out to your emails. It's also already been sent to your homes if your parent has an email on file with LAUSD. In the email will be a link to the Return to School survey. The survey is very similar to the one that went out in December, with one unique difference. The one that went out in December basically said, if you do not fill out the survey, you will then be considered hybrid, meaning you will be in school a couple of days of the week, or let's say 5 out of 10 days because of the way the schedule works. And the other 5 days you would be on distance learning, unless you answer the survey that said you wanted to be in distance learning the whole time. This survey is an opposite. What I mean by that is that if you do not answer the survey, that will be assumed that you're on distance learning and will not be coming to the school. Okay? So if you do not answer the survey, and it's due by next Friday, and it's not due to us, there's a link in the survey for submission. If you do not answer it by next Friday, then you'll be considered distance learning. We can only have 25% of our student body on campus at any one time. Let me tell you how that works mathematically. You know, we have an H period and an L period for advisory. The H and the L period basically have split our student body into 50% groups by grade level. So H period advisory students, we'd only have 50% or half of those students in at any one time. And it would be the same group for the 2 days a week, always Tuesday and Thursday, and then the alternate Mondays. The L would be the same way. 50% of the students divided in half would be 25%, meeting the norm. And then they would come in on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then every other Monday. That's what we're going to be doing over the course of this time with the information we gathered from the survey, and that's what your counselors will be doing and the admin office will be doing. There was a point out, someone said, well, will the teachers teach us directly, or will they be responsible for us as they're responsible for their own class they're teaching? Essentially, you as a student, as you do in distance learning right now, you're going to your classes through the Chromebook. You will be going to your classes through the Chromebook, even if you're sitting in the classroom, even if you're sitting in your advisory. There's no movement for periods. You will not be going to your period 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. You will stay in your advisory classroom, okay? What are some other positives? A little bit of socialization, only with the group you know. You get food. They'll feed you breakfast when you come in the morning, and that will, we don't know exactly know what time we'll be starting because we have 4 schools running similar schedules, so we have to do some stagger start. And you'll be fed during lunchtime. Okay, those are the times that we will have you out on campus supervised and that. There was another piece that said, if I'm playing sports or wish to play sports, do I have to come to school? Do I have to be an in-person learner? You do not have to be an in-person learner if you're playing sports. You can continue to be 100% distance learner. You just have to show up to campus for practice. And you have to go to your classes and have verification of going to classes so you stay eligible for sports. Can't miss a school day and then play the athletic event in the afternoon. Okay, that's just the same way as if you were in school. Okay, I'll let you know that if you decide to be a hybrid learner, you really would only have, based upon when we think we're going to start, 17 actual days that you would come to school in the last 7 weeks of school. 17 actual days you'd actually be on campus. The other 17 you'd still be off campus. Let me make sure I covered everything. I believe I did. Let me go over to the YouTube side now and see if there are any questions. So if you see me looking down and reading, Hector has a question to start with. What's your question, Hector?
I have multiple questions actually. You know how we said that we're going to be in our advisories and we're only going to be with our advisories. Now that we're on Zoom, we have two different advisories, L and H, I believe. Are all those students going to be together, or are those going to be alternating?
It's a good question. We're only really going to have one advisory period a day.
Mhm.
So the schedule would be, I'm going to give you a 2-week look ahead schedule, okay? So let's say it's the H period that meets on Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday during advisory, it'll be the H period. Tuesday and Thursday will be the L period. So no, as it's planned right now, all those students then wouldn't be bunched together. My understanding is that your advisory would only meet the 5 days over 10. So it wouldn't be all the L and H together. Okay, they're going to be kept separate. Did that answer the question, or confuse?
So if you were say if you're in L, could you change now to H so that you could go return to school with that H group, or is that too late?
We're not making changes to the master schedule. The UTLA side letter says there's absolutely no changes to master schedule.
And final question, at this rate, do you think we're going to be returning to school next year this same way, or is this just for the remainder of this school year?
Based upon what President Biden said last night in his speech, based upon the fact that they want to have the vaccine available for everybody 16 and older by May 1st, based upon the fact that there's an expectation that we will be able to have small gatherings during the summertime, my hope and our plan is that we're back in session as we are. Will we be back in session with masks on? And yes, probably so, for quite a while. Will we be back in session with having to practice all the safeties that we do? Probably so. But our hope is, the district's hope is that by August, we have a plan to be back in. Also, by August, we will have on-site quick testing, meaning COVID testing. Again, I don't know if you've tested. I know you've had to. I've done it now 17 times. And I know last week I said 17 positive. No, I've been 17 negative, which is counter to, it's exactly what you're looking for. I've been 17 for 17. That the hope is we'll be back for regular in the fall. Okay. That's all our hope. Any other questions? Any other questions? I don't think there were any questions in YouTube. Is that correct, Mr. Ramos? No questions in YouTube? Okay, so I'm going to say thank you very much, and I'm going to turn it back over to your host. Thank you for having me. We have a town hall. We have a town hall tomorrow at 11 o'clock. That's going to be the whole Rivera Network. We also have a coffee with the principal tomorrow at 8:30. That will be me talking to our own individual parents about the same thing. It's on the website. All the links are there. All the information is there. Everything is a hot link that I've created today. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Lupeques. Now, lastly, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, check Schoology. Now ending our episode with the 3 R's.
Be respectful to everyone.
Be responsible for your actions.
And be ready to learn. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Wear your masks and check your email.